Hey guys, how are you? In this video I'm going to show you exactly how I went about saving for a down payment to purchase a property, and it's the exact same steps that you should follow if you're looking to save up for a down payment so you can go out and purchase your first home. The steps that I'm about to tell you in this video are the exact steps that I followed to be able to go out there and purchase my first rental property at the age of 19. Now, you should follow these steps whether you're saving for your first investment property or your first home. I just did it the other way around, you know. Normally, you'd see someone go out there and purchase their first home to live in and then investment property. No, I've done it the other way around. Purchase an investment property, still live with my parents, saving money. Now, I understand that may not be for everyone, but that's what I did. Anyway, the point here is I'm saying whether you're purchasing your first home to live in or purchasing your first investment property, follow these steps to save up for the down payment. A lot of people end up buying real estate because it is considered, I guess, the easiest or the safest investment to get into. So if you do follow these steps that I'm about to give you in this video, it is pretty much the safest and the fastest way to accumulate money to save for a down payment. And with banks charging record low interest rates right now in the high 2%, it is pretty much free money that they're lending you there, so why don't you go and take advantage of it if you can. I'm going to show you how to take advantage of that here today. So just before we do get into the video, guys, make sure to hit the like button as always. It really helps me out. Consider subscribing also. I know you want to. If you keep watching my videos and you aren't subscribed, why not? Hit the button down there and stay tuned to all my content. Let's get into the video. Now, the first step in order to get saving for a down payment there is pretty much get rid of all your bad debt. I'm talking all personal loans, all credit cards with big balances, with very high interest rates. Pay those down as soon as possible, and that should be your number one priority before you look at saving anything. Now, there's two different kinds of debts. There's bad debts like personal loans and credit card debts, and there's good debts like mortgages. Bad debts are pretty much things you take out debt for that aren't going to make you money. Whereas if you borrow money to purchase a home or an investment, it's going to eventually, or hopefully, you'd hope so, end up make you more money than what that initially cost. Whereas if you take out a personal loan to go buy a car, or you use your credit card to purchase some brand new clothes, that is not going to make you money. So you have good debts and you have bad debts. Eliminate all bad debts should be the first thing before you even look at saving any kind of money, right? Because these bad debts will seriously inhibit your ability to save with such high interest rates on those kind of things. For example, let's just say you have a savings account that's paying you 1% interest and you have a personal loan that's charging you, let's say, 6% interest. The personal loan is going to charge you more interest than what you would be earning if you put that money in the savings account. So it's actually going to be more beneficial for you to actually pay down that bad debt first. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's just best to pay these down as soon as you can and get rid of them. With credit cards, I'm sure you can find a low interest rate balance transfer offer or a 0% interest rate balance transfer offer for a certain period of time. Balance transfer is pretty much you have a high balance on a credit card with Bank A, you transfer it over to Bank B, that will give you 0% interest on that balance for say 12 months. You just have to pay a small fee to transfer it over, but that's going to save you more money than the interest that you're going to be paying over that time for sure. If you are someone that struggles with credit cards, that's definitely a good one there for you. As for me, I do have a credit card, but I always make sure to pay off the full closing balance so I don't get charged any interest on that. That's the best way that you should be using your credit card, and it's the smartest way. Just to recap, pay off all of those bad debts should be step one. Now, after you have no bad debts outstanding, number two would be to cut back on as much discretionary spending as possible. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to go out there and absolutely spend no money at all, only spend it on the essential bills and things like that. But the more that you can cut out and the more that you're okay with cutting out is obviously the more that you're going to be able to save and the quicker that you're going to have your down payment for your home. I know a big killer is monthly subscriptions. If you have a look at a bank statement for a month, or you know, your bank account, your transactions over the past few months, have a look at what of those are subscriptions and see if you can get some of those cut out. If you've got like 4 different subscriptions for 4 different streaming services, let's just say Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, and one of those other ones out there, I don't really know, but let's just say you have like 4 of those, right? Do you really need those? Are you really comfortable paying the $7 to $15 a month, whatever they really are each month? And are you using all of those as much as you would like each month? Probably not. You could probably look at cutting, say, 1, 2, or 3 of them off. That's going to reduce your expenses quite a bit each month. You can chuck all of that towards savings. It's going to help you save a lot faster. With other discretionary spending though, I can understand you want to go and eat out once a week, whatever you like to do, whatever you spend money on that's fun or a hobby, I can understand that. But try and cut it down if you are being very strict about it and you want to save up for a house as fast as possible. You need to cut down a little bit on these things. I'm going to be honest with you. That's exactly what I did. I lived very frugally for say 9 months and I was able to save up for my down payment for between 6 and 9 months and I was fine with that. Let's just say you eat out say once a week. Try and cut that back to once every 2 weeks or something like that. Gonna save you quite a bit of money, and let's be honest, going out and ordering food is very expensive when you could just save a bunch of money eating in. So yeah, number 2 tip, try and cut out as much discretionary spending as possible. Number 3 or number 2B would be live as frugally as possible. Pretty much there guys, like I said, for the 6 to 9 months that I did save up for my down payment, I tried to keep spending at a minimum, put everything I can towards my savings to build that up, and then chuck that all onto the down payment. If you have that mindset to be able to save as much money as possible, you will be able to get there. I do assure you, your mind is very powerful. Now that we've paid off all of our bad debts and we've cut out all the expenses we think we can, the third would be to put it in a high interest savings account. Now I can certainly stress, or I can certainly understand a high interest savings account nowadays is not very high interest with everything going on, but it's still a better rate of return, or it's still a better place to have your money sitting saving up for something than say just in a transactional account that pays no interest. It will help you get to that savings amount or that amount to purchase a house a little bit quicker than if you didn't put it in a savings account, that's for sure. And you can find plenty of high interest savings accounts online through online only banks where they, say specialize in savings accounts. They're going to pay out a lot higher interest rate than say your traditional ones. If you do an online search, you can find them. I've probably got some of them running across the screen here. But if you can be disciplined, spend as little money as possible, dump it all in a high interest savings account, that will help you save up for your down payment there. I wouldn't really recommend, say, putting this money aside into investments or something like that and then pulling it out, because that may be a bit risky if you're just, say, saving up for 6 months, a year. In a year's time, that investment could be down quite a bit and you're going to end up with less money than what you started with. So to be safe, you'll be putting your savings in a high interest savings account, saving up for a down payment. But pretty much guys, if you do follow those 3.5 steps that I've given in this video, you will be able to save up for a down payment for your first house in no time, I assure you. These are the exact steps that I followed that allowed me to save up for a down payment in 9 months. And I probably went very extreme with the no discretionary spending part. Exactly, like I said, the more extreme that you can go with that, usually the better. Obviously, if you feel like it's going to be a greater benefit for you to go out and do that discretionary spending, if that's going to make you feel more happy than you saving for that property faster, then go and do that. But I'm just saying, this is the steps that I followed to be able to save up for my down payment. If you do this, I assure you, you'll get there in no time and you'll be able to begin your property journey or your investment property journey, I do assure you. Anyway, that's all I have for today, guys. Like I said, make sure to smash that like button there. Click this circle to subscribe and check out the playlist and the video here that YouTube's suggesting you. That's all I have for today, guys. You have a good one.